For those who don't know me, my name's Darren, and I'm with Catholics Live in Discipleship podcast and this YouTube channel. And I'm going to assume because you clicked the video that you have a curiosity about what does it mean to grow as a disciple of Jesus Christ, or you already are grown as a disciple and you're looking to strengthen that journey of discipleship. Or maybe you have some other reason. So no matter what the reason is, I'm so glad that you have joined me here for a few moments. In this video, what I'd like to do is share with you why I believe as a Catholic it's important for us to grow in a deeper understanding of discipleship. Now, back in 2006, I was doing some reading from St. Pope John Paul II that really encouraged me about discipleship. And so therefore, those readings encouraged me to start reading and reflecting on the Gospels in a much different way, with more intentionality. And that led me to really pursue Jesus as a teacher, someone who I really wanted to learn from, and it just fostered this great curiosity for me, and that's how my own journey of discipleship began. Through my work in ministry for the past 25 years, I've been fortunate to work with hundreds of Catholics, both at the leadership level and as general parishioners. And even though our contemporary popes have been encouraging us through their writings to really discern and think about what genuine discipleship means for our lives, I still find that many Catholics are not being encouraged to really discern and think about how to foster genuine discipleship for their lives. So what I'd like to do in this video is share with you three considerations, simple considerations that I still use in my life to help me grow, and considerations that I hope encourage you. The first one is why? Why does Jesus want us to follow him? The second consideration is, how do I begin? How do I respond to him wanting us to follow him? And then the third consideration is, what can I start doing in my daily or weekly life to help me grow and foster this life of genuine discipleship with Jesus Christ? All right, so the first consideration, why does Jesus want us to follow him? Now, I'm going to share with you what I believe are some very key reasons why he wants us to follow him. But you're going to discover, like I discovered, that there are some personal reasons why he wants you to follow him as well. And those are only going to be discovered as you continue to journey with him. Those are not things that I can articulate for you. So let me share with you some of those key reasons why I believe he wants us to follow him. And we can learn these in the Gospels. The first is he wants to teach you. He wants to teach us his message. And in that message, we come to discover who God is and what he truly desires for our lives. So the first is he wants to teach us his message. The second is he wants to heal us. He wants to heal us from the brokenness of our lives. He wants to heal and transform us. And trust me, even though I've been journeying for many years, following him with this great desire to be his disciple, there's still things about me that need to be healed and transformed. But I can also say that in that journey, he certainly has transformed and changed me. And that's what really drives me even more to follow him. So teach, heal, and the other one is he wants to send us. He wants to send us out so we share his message. He wants us to become witnesses. But also he wants to send us out so we discover what we are truly called to be. And so those are the three key reasons why Jesus wants us to follow him. So the second consideration is, how do I respond knowing that Jesus wants me to follow him? So for me, many years ago, I really had to take an honest look at what kind of relationship did I have with Jesus at that time. And when I honestly looked at it, the type of relationship that I had with him was really a relationship of acknowledgement. I knew him, but I really didn't know him. And I certainly did not allow him to get to know me at a very personal level. Now, I know as Catholics, this can be something that we wrestle with because we certainly believe in God. But after really reflecting on this and thinking about this and talking with other Catholics about this, what I found within myself and what other Catholics have shared with me is that we tend to use I know God as a small way to rationalize the fact that I'm a disciple. But when I really honestly took a look at my relationship with Jesus Christ, it really wasn't a genuine personal relationship, one in which a disciple has with Jesus. Now, granted, we are identified as a disciple of Christ through baptism, but I really have to be honest with myself about how I really wasn't fostering a deep personal relationship with him as a disciple does. And so I became very curious about if I did that, what kind of impact would that have in my life? And so my first response was curiosity and just making the decision that I want to pursue that. And I did that. And I allowed him to become my teacher by reading the Gospels and really reflecting on them in a different light. So I would encourage you to become very curious about what a relationship with Jesus Christ could mean for you, and encourage you to start reading the Gospels in a much different light, which leads us to the third consideration. So the third simple consideration is, what can I start doing in my daily or weekly life to help me to start growing in this relationship with Jesus as his disciple? So the first simple thing, which I briefly just mentioned, is to start reading the Gospels in a very intentional way. Start reading them and reflecting on them, allowing Jesus to really be your teacher and learning from him. Now, one of the suggestions I always like to give to people is to start with the Gospel of Mark, but you can start with any gospel that you would like. And I also always like to suggest commentaries. I read a few different types of commentaries in my time of prayer and reflection, but one that I really like for those who begin at this is the Catholic commentary on sacred scripture. They're great. I found them to be very easy to understand, and they're written very well. So you can find a link of those down below. A few other simple suggestions: to listen to podcasts, watch videos like this, read books. One of my favorite books that I really like to read and I come back to time and time again is Into His Likeness by Dr. Ed Cherie. And you can find that link below as well. And there are so many other great books on that you can read that really will help you foster your relationship and encourage your relationship in Jesus Christ as a disciple. And then lastly, and this is something that I came to grow in, and now I love it, is adoration. Now, simply put, adoration is going and spending some time in front of the Lord. And for some of you who might have an adoration chapel at your parish, you go in there and you sit in front of the exposed Blessed Sacrament. And for those who don't, you can go into your church and sit in front of the tabernacle. I promise you, if you try to find 20 to 30 minutes once a week, will you just go and sit quietly with the Lord? That is really going to help you grow in your relationship with him. And if you want some suggestions or help with how do I spend time in adoration, just send me a message. I would love to help you out with that. So I hope you have found these considerations encouraging for you. And I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear, how is this journey going for you? Is this something new for you? Is the journey of discipleship, have you been doing this for a while? I'd love to hear how you are growing in your relationship. What are some of your spiritual disciplines that you are doing that helps you grow in your relationship with Jesus Christ? And I'd also encourage you to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification, so that the next time I upload a video, you'll be notified of that. And also, go to Facebook and join our Facebook group, Catholics Live in Discipleship, where you can share with each other how you are growing and even learn of different thoughts and ideas about fostering this in your life and at your parish. So thank you so much. I'll be praying for you. I'm looking forward to journeying with you in this journey of discipleship. So take care. God bless.